Hello everyone and welcome to my Flappy Bird game. I'm going to firstly, before I start playing, is actually deactivate the collision detection just so I can really demonstrate to you how to play the game. So basically when we fire up the screen we have a moving background and just a couple of elements to show what we need to do, which is to press the space key. And what that does is once we press the space key, it will generate the objects of the game. So we'll generate a bird, which is the player, and obstacles, which is two vectors. Now the two vectors, I will show you straight away, is now we have a bird that is actually falling every time we don't press the space key. But once we press the space key, she's flapping her wings using two bitmaps. That kind of gives the nice animation that she's flying upwards, and she's also being forced downwards every time we don't press the space key. So as you can see, she's just falling down rapidly. Let's talk about the vectors. We have two vectors with 4 elements each. Every vector has obviously the 4 elements with 4 bitmaps of pipes facing up and 4 bitmaps of pipes facing down. They all have the exact same X position, so that they can be parallel to each other and they can be the exact same kind of position as if they're mirrored. But they also have a random Y position to give the impression that they are generating in different heights. Now let's just activate the detection, the collision detection, and that will also activate our score. As you can see, at the moment is 0. So once we activate this, and we will compile the program, we can actually start playing the game. So our objective is to actually go within the gaps and not collide with the obstacles. As you can see now, I just collided with one of the obstacles. It'll just show a game over, and the game has stopped. Now, for me to start to play the game again, I have to press the space key. Now, it will show me the score that we've just achieved, displayed on the screen. And what we can do now, we can go back and press the space key again. It will reset all the objects and it will generate the obstacles from the start and also the bird. So we can start again. And our objective here is to just not collide with the obstacles. Let's try one more time, at least over 100. It's a pretty difficult game. It's achievable. Okay, got it over 100. Okay. So this is pretty much the entire game. The whole objective here is to get the highest score, and every time we move an obstacle, it will give us a higher score. Very simple, but yet is quite complicated considering that there is, physics behind this. Using the bird that is actually falling downwards and using the random positioned obstacles that keep generating every time they are moving off the screen. So the way I've done it is that every time an obstacle is reaching an off-screen position, which is I think -400, which is around here, we'll bring the obstacle back to the start of the screen, but at a random Y position, giving the impression that we've generated a new obstacle. That way, I'm not using a push back method or pop back or pop out or whatever you call it, and we're using an existing element in the array. So every time the obstacle comes this way, we'll put it back into this spot behind the screen at a random Y position. So this is it. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy.